Well, welcome back. This is the container I just did on Sunday, so only about 4 days ago. It has rained off and on a little bit, so the soil is still, if you can see it, still kind of moist. The plants actually look pretty great. This one actually, let's move it out of the way. This one right here actually has a few buds, as does this one over here. I don't know how well you can see that. So I'm gonna take the watering can. I just took off the spigot on the front. So I really just wanna fill this up. It probably doesn't need it all that much because, you know, the pot was pretty rained on recently. But I'm just gonna go ahead and do it in case I don't get a chance to till this weekend or a few more days from now. Not only that, I don't know how wet the soil or how dry the soil is underneath. It might just be a little dry, and so then the oil is going to suck up that water, is going to push out that water. The soil rather is going to suck out that water and kind of basically just saturate it. So it kind of tells me how much water I need to put in basically for the first week or so. You want to check it every couple days. I've gone a little more than that just because of the rain. But everything looks pretty good. I'm actually going to show you in this next clip here a plant, or rather a pot, that I successfully grew peppers in last year. And it's actually going on its second year now. Alright? Okay. But before I get to that, this one we were just looking at. Here's the other one. I have another bag of soil behind me. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. It's the same medium-sized Oya in this one. Let me just show you this last one. Let's get the bowling pin out of the way here. So this is a borage plant. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I've been posting a lot about borage, and that's really the one in the front yard garden. I really don't post this one too much. So this one is about the same size as the one we have over there with the with the peppers. And this one has a medium Goya in it as well. Let's see, check the water and check this water. Oh, see, this one's pretty empty. So for now, I'm gonna go ahead and fill up what I have here. And as you can see, this borage plant has gotten pretty huge. When I put it in here, it was not this big. It was nowhere near this big, and it obviously wasn't flowering yet. Oh, we got just enough water, so I'm gonna have to refill it, the watering can, before I go to the next pot. But anyways, in this pot we have the borage growing. Apparently we have an onion. This is a raspberry plant that took off originally. I tried to keep it watered, but we did get some hot days. I don't know if the cooler weather kind of killed the back or whatnot. There was a lot of leaves on here. Some of these are still kind of crunchy, but some of this is actually coming back beautifully. So we'll keep you up to date on container row. And you know, when people say that I have no space, I mean, this is only maybe 2 feet wide, 2.5 feet wide. And that pull up on top is probably an 8-footer, either 6 or 8 foot. I mean, they sell them in 8, but I probably cut it down to 6. And I mean, 2 by 8. I mean, that's really all you need, and you don't even have to have the massive trellis. You can just have some square cages, some tomato ladders, whatever you want to use. So you can grow a lot in a little space. Let me go over and show you the other container that has those overwinter peppers in it, and you'll see what I mean. Okay, so here is this is plastic. I know a lot of people don't like to use plastic. But this is a 11 or 17 gallon plastic tote. It's one of those, you know, ice tubs or ice buckets you get at the store for like 10, 12 bucks. And these are actually 4 peppers. It's the same idea as the other one, as that original container I showed you. But this actually has 4 peppers in it. They've actually overwintered. I really haven't done anything to this. I probably should have cut it back, but I haven't. I might actually just trim it. So this one, as you can see, has a Goya in it as well. I have my watering can. And this is all it is. Now, if I had to do this one again, I might use a smart pot for it, just because it's a little bigger, you know, and it's not plastic, it's cloth, and it does the air pruning. I'm sure these roots are probably pretty root bound in this container. But you know what? We're gonna see how it goes. And so these are those square cages I was talking about. They're pretty sturdy, and they hold up pretty well. Now, this is a smart pot. I want to say this is a 30 gallon. Again, Groya in the middle. It's a medium. This guy snapped for whatever reason. And I know the plants look a little beat up. That's not the Groya's fault or anything. That's just my fault. These are plants that were kind of suffering. I threw them in here and said, well, we'll see what happens. But we do have a mulberry tree. We've gotten quite a few mulberries off of it this year. Delicious. I'm just going to go ahead and empty out the rest of the can in here. But in this one then we have a banana tree. And then we also have some chard, which this one actually bolted on me. But it's amazing to me how much you can grow in a container. This one I was actually going to give away this fig tree, but it's doing okay. Now the goji berry definitely needs some water, but it needs to last 3 or 4. I'm sorry, I don't have a grow yet. And so then on these, I do have some leaf mulch on here. It is still kind of moist, so it should be okay because the leaves help it keep in that moisture. All right, well I think that's it for now. I will catch you guys on the next one, and I will try and shoot a video. I will try and shoot a garden tour here soon for you. You kind of got a quick overview of the backyard. Not the stuff behind me, but we'll get to that soon. Catch you later, guys.